fuck it, we'll do it live. I was trying to do a couple of test runs, but it wasn't really cooperating. So let's see how this works. So I pulled this up from my Lightroom. It's just an old photo that I took like 2 years ago. But I chose this one in particular because you can see that the moon is out of focus, right? I'm guessing it's a lot like the one that you had, where it's just a white circle with like some light glowing around it. And that's it. But what you want to do is you want to add some definition to the moon so it looks like it's more in focus, right? So that's where you were trying to superimpose another photo, like another moon on top of this one, and then make your composite, right? So I want to try and recreate that from scratch. As you can see, I don't have anything here. There's no layers, just the background layer. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a copy, so that way I don't mess with the original. We can always come back to that. I can do like whatever I want to this one, not ruin the original. So I have these two pictures that I just downloaded off of Google. So I have this one. Why it's so zoomed in. There's this one, and then I liked this one also because it was more blue. So it kind of goes with like the color scheme of the sky over here. So I'm going to use both. And I'm going to show you pretty much how I bring these over to the main photo without it, like without having to trace it. So what I'm guessing, what I'm guessing that you're doing, um, I don't, I don't even know. My best guess is that you're using some sort of tool to draw around this, right? Like super carefully, and you know, it takes you whatever. I'm just gonna half-ass it, and then create a new layer. So you have just the moon, but you see like it's kind of fucked up. Well, there's different ways you can do that. First of all, there's this magic wand tool where you click on a particular part of the photo. Again, I don't know if you know any of this stuff. I'm just gonna kind of blow through it, assuming that you don't. But you can click on any part of the photo and it selects everything that's the same color. So you can just select the outside part, which is just the sky. Since it's one solid color, it's not perfect, but you can select it. And I'm just going to hit delete on the keyboard. Yeah, I guess. Oh, shit. Hold on. What the fuck? Sorry, I don't know what it, I forgot to make a copy. See, that was my bad. I have another layer. See, I just want to delete it. There you go. Then it's a little easier to just grab this right here and then take that to the other photo. But let me show you like an easier way. Let's just undo everything here. I'm gonna start with this one with the black background just to see what it looks like, and then we'll try using this one. This one's a little bit smaller in size, and as you can see, if we blow this up to like 100%. Well, it's not. That's not too big. I get tired of saying that over and over. Anyways, so we're gonna take just. I'm not going to like bother trying to crop any part of the moon. I'm just gonna grab just a portion. I don't care what's in the background because I'm gonna use a tool to get rid of that. All right. So I have this part selected. I'm just gonna right click and I'm gonna go to. Sorry, I really didn't specify. I'm using the polygon lasso tool. That's a lot easier for me to use. You just grab whatever you want. You can make it as detailed or like as generic as you want. Watch, let me do it again. I'm just gonna click every time I want to add a new point. I'm just gonna draw a box around this right here, and I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna right click, go copy, and my new layer, I have this. So I'm going to Control A. Sorry, I'm not on my PC anymore. Command A to select all. Command C to copy. Go back to my photo. Command V to paste. There it is. So there's my moon. There you go. Move it right there. Post it up. Boom. 500 likes. Looks real, right? Doesn't it? Okay, maybe it is a tad too big. Just a little bit. So let me show you this little tool here that gets overlooked. And it's not like the opacity tool. Like, you will be playing with that too. Before I bother resizing it, I'm going to show you. So we have this layer selected, right? It doesn't matter if the background layer is being shown or not. So we have this layer selected. And if you click on this drop box right here that says normal, you have a bunch of different options. As you can see, it does a lot of different things to your photo, right? Like 80% of the time, if you select the option for screen, it gets rid of the background for you. You see, I didn't have to do anything. I just hit screen, select it, and then that's it. There, your background's gone, and it creates a perfect even circle of your object, and it eliminates everything that's behind it. Right? If you go down this list, you can see that it does other things, like this is color dodge, overlay, soft light. But you see on some of them, the background's still there, right? You really don't need any of those. Screen will help you like 90% of the time. And then that's it. You just leave it on screen. And from there, like, I don't want to touch the original photo of the moon, so I'm going to make a copy of it. I do that by hitting Command J on the keyboard. That's the shortcut to duplicate the layer that you're on. And then I'm going to hit Command T. What Command T does is it highlights your image, and it gives you the option to resize it. Right now, you can do it by clicking on any one of these points, or you can change like the actual percentage of how much you want to drop it. Like if I wanted to drop it by 50%, tab, height and width, there you go, perfectly down by 50%. I can take it, I can move it around, but of course, it's just going to be so much easier to Command T, and I'm just going to like try and eyeball it where it's the same size as the moon right here, and I'm going to overlay it. This is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because it's super, super bright. And the layer that I have right here, it's not dark enough to like show any details. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll do something about that. I just wanted to make sure it's the right size. So, well, it looks pretty good. What do I have? 30. I want to make sure that it's super even. So let's just say 35 even. 35 width. 35 height, right? Also, sorry if fat girl breathing into the mic. I'm still not 100%. So my nose is kind of stuffy and I'm breathing through my mouth a lot. Not like that's any different from when I'm not sick, but just in case you notice and it starts getting annoying after a while, I apologize, kind of. Okay, so as you see, the details get lost right here in the moon because it's just all white. So what I'm going to try and do, you might not have to do this on yours, but just so you get the effect, I'm going to use this patch tool. I don't know why that comes up like I'm using it for the first time. Okay, patch tool. I love using this thing because it eliminates like anything you have on your photo, and it kind of covers it up with another part of the like the surrounding area. Let me show you. Again, I don't know if this is something you know. Maybe you do, and I'm just like wasting your time. You're rolling your eyes right now. But I use this tool to like drag a circle around an item or like an object, and then make sure you're on the layer for the object. I can just move this shit over here, and then it like gets rid of it. Of course, it's not perfect. You can clean that up yourself manually, but anyways, you have an idea of like what it does. I can take this right here and just, like I said, it's not perfect. It works different when there's all kinds of like different colors and lights around it. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to use that tool right here to kind of get rid of this. I like the glow that's on the sky that's surrounding this point right here, but it's overpowering the details for the moon. So I'm gonna draw a circle around it, and I'm gonna drag and select like a different part of the sky. And as you can see, okay, now it's not so bright. Maybe I can take my moon and like move it right here. Again, it's still kind of bright. Again, make sure you are selecting the correct layer. It'll look kind of funky if you play around with it. Like it won't look so obvious what you did. I just like to cover it up. It's not so bad. But okay, so I can take the moon, I can put it right here where it was, and I still have that nice glow in the sky, right? Where you can tell, like when you zoom out, there was an object like emitting light right here at this point. But now, check it out, I have the moon, and it kind of color corrected it. As you can see here, there's like a yellowish, brownish tint to the moon. Here, it kind of color corrects it to the sky, so it's more white, right? So if you zoom out, I mean, it's not perfect, but this is going to look a lot better. I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. I think I make it too small. Let's do 120 by 120. I hope my TV's not too loud. You can hear it in the background. There we go. Okay, so now like you can take this photo, like you can just save it as a JPEG. Like obviously this photo has already been pre-edited in Lightroom, but you can do this to your raw photo, right? You want to save a copy because you want to save it in JPEG format, right? So I'm gonna throw it on my desktop. Save. It should be right here somewhere. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. It was right here. Oh, that was gross. Okay, you can play around with this where you can edit the details in the moon, but like throw it in Lightroom and then edit the entire photo, and then you can like spot correct whatever you want on the moon. So like, let's go back up. I was in my Lightroom right now. I have a lot of shit on here right now. Alright, I'm just gonna drag and drop. So I'm gonna take this photo, I'm gonna upload it. I have it sorted by date. So let me go. Oh shit. I thought there was a thing that showed recent. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's my photo. Right. So you can take this and you can edit it. You can edit it from here. I mean, I don't like to edit on the browser. I don't even like to edit like on the app, on the desktop app. I like to use my phone. If we open it up, I mean, you get the idea. You upload it, and then like from your phone, you can just like fuck around with it, right? I don't know the keyboard shortcuts to like zoom in and out, so I'm not gonna go through all that. But I want to try using. Let's take this out. I want to try using the other moon, which is this one right here. So like, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use the polygon lasso tool, and I'm just gonna draw like a box around it. Right click, layer via copy. You turn everything off except that one. This is what you have. So Command A to select all. Command C for copy. Go back to your photo. Command V. There's your moon. Let's see how this one looks in comparison to the other one. Because different moons will look different depending on again, these two I got from Google. So one of them is a JPEG, and then the other one is a PNG file. So that's also very important because sometimes the screen won't work as well on the PNG file. So let's try it out. You see, I select screen, and it's not like you can still see the square, obviously, so that doesn't work. That's when you try and like fuck around with some of these other options. No, not that. So I'm just gonna go down each one of them and see which one eliminates that background. Oh shit, thought I had it. Right there, so lighten kind of does it. Sort of. That looks more like Death Star than full moon, but you get the idea. Gets rid of the background. Lighter color. You see you kind of lose. It's starting to like create holes in your moon photo, so like it's showing some of the background. Overlay. Not really. None of that's working too well. So let's go back to... Shit, what was it? I already forgot. There we go. Lighten. That's going to be your best bet. That's what happens when you have a PNG file. That's why it's very important when you're trying to find like these stock photos on Google. Try and make sure that you get a JPEG. Those are so much easier to work with, as you could see already. So I guess this is up to me. All I can pull up these things. This is why I always create duplicate of the original photo so I can go back to it. Shit, this one has a lot of holes in it too. Well, I just wanted to kind of shrink it down to about the same size. About the same as the other one. I can do 35. Save it. There you go. Again, this one kind of overpowers it. That's why we edited the photo, took the moon out, and then we put this one. So this one was a really bad example because, as you can tell, it already has like some flaws. It's really weird. As I move it around, you can see like the photo looks whole right here, but up here it doesn't, and I don't know why. So that kind of eliminates. Now it just looks like a giant chocolate chip cookie in the sky. Which is weird because it doesn't over here. So I think it's just reacting to the white around. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow, super popular right now. If I move it to like a dark area, obviously you can see the photo looks more whole. But honestly, I think the other one looked better on this photo, right? So you're gonna have to play around with yours. But as you can see, it was easy to get rid of that background just by hitting the screen right here. That's kind of what I wanted to show you. And yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I mean, on top of the other hundreds of things that I said I was going to show you. But yeah, let me find some way to upload this video and get it to you. Hopefully it helps in some way, and then you can get your super ultra fantastic composite photo uploaded so you can get your 30 to 40 likes on it. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. It'll get at least like 60 or 65. Anyways, you get the point. So play around with that. It's a cool feature. You can use it on a lot of other items, not just the moon, but I use it on the moon a lot because, you know, clout, right? Anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap this up. And if you have any other requests, let me know. Please like and follow my channel. I post every other Monday other tips and tricks for editing your photos and getting you more likes for the gram. Also, a lot of feedback is very encouraging. If you think that I could improve in some areas, maybe I talk too much, maybe I talk too close to the mic, or maybe I should talk a little bit closer to the mic like this. Every third Tuesday of the month, I also put out ASMR videos. as of this coming Tuesday. Because I just realized that this mic works really well when I talk like really close to it like this. And somehow I think this will help you guys fall asleep if you're having like sleep apnea problems. And you can listen to me like talk about all the different foods that I like. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you have any questions. All right, peace.